So let's try, so turn off the
Is this how normal people chew? This is an
Or if I didn't come, I was like, here, I'm taking this, and that.
I'm gonna walk around you now. Yeah. That type of dancing?
Exactly.
That's how people dance.
It's like an Irish jig. Exactly.
Is that good? All right, so this is a fun story. It dates back my family. I don't remember all the details exactly because it's a story my dad had told to me, so I'll like try my best to relate it all to you. We'll see what happens. So my dad graduated high school in 1978. He lived in Berlin, Connecticut. Him and his friend graduated high school, hung out for about 6 months, and then had the great idea to hitchhike down to Florida so they could get jobs at Disney World, right? It was the 70s, you can do that. So they hitchhike down to Florida, get there somehow. They get to Florida, and then they realize like it's really hard to get jobs at Disney World because they were two high school kids who were idiots with no experience. So from there, they found some money or took a bus or maybe hitchhiked, I'm not sure, all the way to California. They end up in California, these two like 19-year-old kids, no job, no money, no place to live, like nothing. They literally, I think they had like 50 bucks between the two of them. My dad randomly runs into an ex-girlfriend of his from high school who's living in, I think they were in Oakland at the time. And she lets him stay with her for about 2 months, right? That just happens. So he's staying there for about 2 months. He gets a job at this sandwich shop, works there. Right. So he gets a job at this sandwich shop. He works there for who knows how long. Eventually got his own place, wasn't living with the girlfriend anymore. He said the sandwich shop was like the best, he loved it, and everyone there loved him. These are his words, but everyone, you know, like, oh man, Jeff is the man. Like, again, his words, but supposedly he was the best. So he went back home about a year later or something for the holidays. So he's back home in Connecticut. Then he realized he wanted to get back out to California again. Calls up his old boss at the sandwich shop, says, hey, you know, can I work again? They're like, what? Totally, of course, because they loved him there. So him and his friend like hitchhiked back again or something. They ended up like staying in some ski resort in Colorado for a while. Like they made stops in Arizona. I don't really know. Like it was. So yeah, he decides he wants to go back to California to work at that sandwich shop. Are you rolling?
Yeah, say it again.
So he decides he wants to go back to California to work at that sandwich shop and, you know, start his life there. He hitchhikes across the country again. Like I said, he ends up in Colorado somehow, in Arizona, and he's like staying with friends. And I don't know, it was this big giant adventure that could never happen now. But in the 70s, it was great. So he gets back to the sandwich shop. He like gets off the bus or wherever he was and goes straight to it. He has like ripped jeans and like crappy sandals, this full scraggly beard, his like dirt stained t-shirt and everything. So he gets there. And everyone had been hyping him up for like weeks, telling all the new people like, oh my God, like Jeff's coming back, right? So he gets there like all just crappy and ugly and awful. And there's this one girl's like, are you kidding me? Like this is Jeff, like this is the guy that you guys raved about for weeks. This is ridiculous. That girl is my mom. So, yeah, it's quite an interesting story. They met at that sandwich shop in Oakland, then lived in Oakland for about 25 years, I want to say. The last 5 years of that, I was born, or was alive. I don't know. And then when I was about 5 or 6, we moved from California back to Connecticut so we could be near my dad's mom and, you know, better schools, things like that. But yeah, that is the story of how my parents met. So. Kelly, because she goes to OSU, but is best friends with Emma. So she came down. Here's a picture of that puppy. Oh, I miss that puppy.
So cute.
Here's Spencer's dog. I don't know if you know Spencer, but anyway.
I met her on my birthday, but she's in a class.
All right, so it'll be more this way. Cute.
Are we gonna see this?
What's going on, man? How's it going? Oh, you know.
Okay.
Fantastic. That was a lot of walking. So walking, slow shake. You probably got that right?
Yeah, go. Bye. Like this.